Good evening and welcome. Tonight is a very exciting evening for East Pennsboro Area High School. Tonight our graduates will walk the stage, but before, we're going to take a look back at the memories, people, and places that made this moment and these moments so important to our seniors. This is Before the Walk. I think it's a great opportunity for our seniors to go back and look at kind of where things began. For a lot of them, they're going to see previous teachers. They'll see some locations that obviously bring about some old memories. For a lot of them as well, this is an opportunity to take a deep breath and to think about where they were, where they are now. And this is a fantastic one in which we're now going to take a look at the walk through their old schools.
rush. 1, 2, 3.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really glad that I'm not an elementary school teacher, because that would be really tough and exciting at the same time to see those kids now fully grown up from what you're used to seeing them as. So you can really see how much this community means to these students. Every year we hold a senior picnic before graduation where we get the seniors, they give them time to get together, to have some fellowship. Teachers can come down and hang out as well. And that happened yesterday, and during that time, we just kind of went around and asked the seniors, what are they gonna miss about this community?
I'm just gonna miss having classes with all of my classmates.
Lunch, that was the most fun.
I miss my friend and every class teacher and everything. Yep.
The teachers, y'all were actually cool. I'm not gonna lie.
So, like, pretty much, I'm gonna miss, like, the teen sandwiches and lunches. Yeah, like, all the teen and, like, lifting the teen and stuff. Yeah.
Getting to see my friends every day, I feel like it's going to be hard to see them when we're not all in the same spot. Making my own routine for myself is going to be hard. Like, having school and sports, I made my own routine, but I don't know what I'm going to do when I have all this free time now.
One thing I'm going to miss most is my kindergartners for my internship. Same. East Penn itself, like, it's just a school, but like without the people inside, the memories you make. East Penn Sports has been a great culture, and all my friends and teachers super supportive, best friends.
Like the entire music department, I'm definitely gonna miss being able to like participate in like choir and the musical. I love the musical.
Spending most of my time in the band room annoying Lionel. I'm also gonna miss the band entirely. My siblings ever.
I'm going to miss seeing Mrs. Watching. She's like my home. She's like my school mom.
I guess I'm probably gonna miss Mr. Jurika's song choices every morning.
The thing I'm going to miss most is all my underclassmen friends. Love you guys. It's a mozzarella sticks.
Jackson, I think I'm gonna miss my friends the most. Yeah.
Cornwall's class. Miss Chamber.
Probably the teachers, like Mr. Baker.
Just seeing all the lovely teachers' faces.
Probably high school sports, most likely.
I'm gonna miss spending time with my friends the most.
I'm gonna miss Will.
What do you miss
The one thing I'm gonna miss doing the most.
Yeah.
It's so wicked. It's gonna miss most.
Just seeing all the smiles, the beautiful smiles,
Oh, bro. We do fun.
Miss
Watching.
Okay.
We did it.
Yay, we did it!
One thing, my friends. I'm gonna miss Veronica White.
I'm gonna miss the wrestling program. I'm gonna miss my friends.
I'm going to miss all of my amazing friends and playing high school soccer.
I'm going to miss my friends, going to school with my sister and Mr. Lomer. I'm gonna miss Emily Vitalman. I'm gonna miss seeing my friends every day and playing tennis. I'm gonna miss seeing my friends and going to football games. I'm gonna miss playing a high school sport in East Penn. Woo!
Whoa!
What are you gonna miss? You. I'm gonna miss him too.
I'm also going to miss Miss Watching's class every single day.
I'm gonna miss this.
I'm gonna miss my twin because we're not going to the same college. So this is like our last days of school. I'm gonna miss her so much.
It was really nice to see those seniors take an opportunity to reflect back about what high school meant to them, also East Pennsboro as a whole. I thought that to see our senior students not only take an opportunity to share what they would miss, but also who they would miss. You see a combination there of experiences and people, obviously those who made the most difference in their lives, but also taking some opportunity to have some deep reflection upon some of the people that they may not see as often after here, and why that makes it so unique to be here at East Pennsboro. Similarly, we're going to now take a look at some very specific questions from one senior to another and a little bit of a roundtable discussion.
How have you changed as a person since the start of high school? I feel like For me, like, I changed a lot. Like, coming into high school, like, I had like 2 or 3 friends that were close. Like, I did not talk to anybody. I just did my work, went home, and kind of did nothing. I didn't play a sport. And then sophomore year, I started playing sports, and that's like when like I started becoming more social and like feeling like confident in who I am.
I feel like at the beginning of high school, like I kind of just stuck to my friend group. Like I didn't like talk to many people or like step out of my comfort zone at all. So I think that I've changed the most, like socially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've just overall like become like nicer.
You definitely probably had the biggest change, I think, between the 4 of us from freshman year to now.
Like I just kind of chilled out. Now I'm just living and being myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You feel more comfortable in like who you are.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what high school is about. Is like middle school is like that awkward like in between stage where you're trying to figure out who you are, and then high school is where you kind of like become concrete in who you are and like you know what you want to do in the future. So I think that also helps like aid in that.
Yeah. And then once college will hit, it's probably like the same thing over again.
Yeah.
So
Bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, so much stuff changes, and then you're like back to square one. You're like, okay, I thought I knew who I was, but am I still that same person? I would say the same thing as you guys, just like being more extroverted. I think it's definitely the thing that I've changed most, because I had the same thing with you. I just stuck to my friend group sort of, and I think at that point too, I think now my friend group's a little bit more like solidified than it was.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I've kind of almost this year I've stuck to my friend group more so than the previous years, because there's less like you have less upperclassmen to kind of like spread out your time with and stuff. So you kind of know who your friends really are at this point, and like you can kind of just stick with them. I think that's.
I also feel like freshman year is like nerve-wracking and everyone's quiet because like the upperclassmen are like watching you to see like how are the freshmen like acting and behaving. Are they annoying? Are they acting well? And then it's just kind of like you feel more like insecure and shy almost. Like you want to make a good impression, so you kind of like don't make an impression at all. And there's like always that like freshman suck stereotype.
Yeah, you don't want to be the weird kid. You know what I mean? Like you just want to kind of be super uptight and normal so that you don't get judged too much.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to like fly under the radar, like
just kind of
that's what I was too.
I think I thought about this too, because sometimes like sophomore year is like total opposite of that. Like you think you kind of have settled in, and then like your confidence goes up a bunch. I feel like at least for me it did, almost like too much to a point. Like I know, at least on the soccer team, there's a lot of sophomores that like. I don't know, like it would happen, like they'd be a totally different person than they were freshman year. They'd finally be like outgoing, and they'd be a little like too big for their britches sometimes.
I think I was like that too.
Yeah, and the sophomore
like, cockiness.
Yeah. I think it's definitely.
It's like now I'm not a freshman.
Yeah, and you can finally like be yourself and stuff, but sometimes it gets like.
Yeah, I think it's like.
But like you're still immature.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
You're like overcompensating for who you are.
Yeah, and then junior year you kind of settle down again. And like you finally know what you're doing, and then junior and senior year you're kind of like yourself. I feel.
Yeah, I feel like by senior year you can just like enjoy it, like just live your life and have fun.
Yeah. Do you want to ask the next question? Or we can go like
Let's
clockwise.
keep them flipped over. I want to be surprised by students.
Or you reading them?
Yeah, I want you jumping on.
If you could tell your freshman self 3 things, what would they be?
Oh my gosh.
3.
I feel like don't be afraid to branch out.
I would tell.
Actually try in all your classes. Like don't.
Yeah.
Like I feel like even especially this year I've kind of just like done the bare minimum and be passionate about everything. I feel like.
I think I was trying in freshman year because I was so nervous, and I feel like like that's
like continue that passion.
Because you remember when everyone was talking about like how many honors classes they're taking, how many academics they're taking,
It's
and
like a
you wanted to
competition.
like. Yeah, it was almost a competition. You wanted like I don't know. Everyone it was kind of a competition freshman year of like
who's the smartest.
Who was the smartest, who could fit in the most to high school and not like be like weird. I feel like that was like the overall just big contest. But what would I tell myself? Just be more outgoing, I think, and just like be more open to have conversations with people I wouldn't normally have conversations with, like my teachers, for instance. Like I talk to my teachers a lot more now as a senior than I did as a freshman. It's like obviously like you've been around them more and stuff, but like don't be afraid to just talk to your teachers or talk to just random kids in your grade in your classes that maybe don't do the same things as you or something like that. Like, I don't know what else I would tell myself, but just be more outgoing. Because that's where I am now. I wish I was more like that then.
I feel like for me, the big one is like leave time to have fun. Like it doesn't all have to be serious in school and sports. Like you can take a break and have fun. And definitely to just be like confident. Like there's no reason to be shy or like nervous to like talk to people. Like it's just like
Everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah, everyone's in the same boat.
I would say 1. What?
Just like it's about to be good.
These are gonna be good, yeah.
Think deeper. I would say 2. Devote yourself to hard work. And 3. Be considerate.
Okay, I like that.
Those are 3 bars, actually. I was expecting that.
I like how it's like not like school related, but like
life.
Yeah, like life as a whole.
I feel like I've learned more about life. Actually, yeah, I feel like I've learned more about life through school and the things that school brings, like relationships and like experiences outside of school, rather than actually learn quality stuff.
That's
We're actually like debating this in my English class right now. Kinda. It's like, does school want you to, do you remember?
Yeah, it's like, does school like
care about you actually retaining the information or just getting good grades?
Yeah, like I've taken classes like, and I've gotten an A, but like I couldn't tell you anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think every kind of different part of school, like elementary to middle school to high school to college, is like you, like within the life side of things, you all learn different stuff. It's all a different stage of your life. Like college is gonna come, and we're gonna have so much free time. We're not gonna do it to do it. Like not gonna know what to do with ourselves. Sometimes you're gonna have to learn like time management and stuff. It's like I'm gonna suck at that at first, but like I'm gonna just get used to it.
I also feel like this question, like I have a younger sister who's, when I've been in middle school, she's been in elementary school. When I've been in elementary school, she was a baby. And like when I'm in high school now, she's in the middle school. So I feel like I've kind of like almost wanted to teach her things that I would tell myself, and like seeing her like struggle in certain aspects, I'm like trying to have like a quick fix and stuff like that. But we're also like two very different people. Yeah, we're like exact opposites.
Yeah, I think having an older brother ahead of me definitely helped with a lot of that stuff.
Like who was the good teachers, who's the bad teachers,
and like
hard classes.
Yeah, and like he did like dual enrollment first, so then I kind of just did what he did, and then yeah.
I relied on upperclassmen for that type of stuff, because my brother was 1, he was 7 years older than me, and 2, he hated school.
That's how my brother is.
Just hated school, wanted to get out of there as soon as he could. He had VOTEC too, which I didn't do.
Yeah.
And like totally different mindset with school than we had. So I more got information than like advice from the upperclassmen that were doing more similar things to what I was doing. No diss on my brother.
Yeah.
But like, it was just better. Other people were better sources of advice.
Yeah, I mean, even with my brother, like he was, like he wasn't that serious about it, but like he got good grades. Like he didn't have to try. So then I was kind of like it was kind of like a competition for me. Like I want to do better than Jack did, so like I'm gonna get a better grade.
That's
I'm gonna
how
take
I was
classes.
too.
Like
I was super competitive.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to see. I definitely think as a teacher of juniors, I very much forget how nervous students are when they enter the school building, and from being in education so long, I forget. Freshmen really do get like freaked out, and they kept coming back to that over and over again. And they've all grown so much and changed so much, and I think they're ready and gonna make a positive impact on the world. Next, we're going to see a clip from Dr. Bianchi, our principal, with all the behind the scenes that go into putting on a graduation ceremony, because believe it or not, it's intense. There's a lot involved. So let's take it to Dr. Bianchi.
As we walk into the auditorium where a lot of our graduation prep starts, we find ourselves in the Linda Bigos Auditorium. This is where we gather to go over various sets of information to prepare for graduation. There's a lot to practice and rehearse. We go through a few walkthroughs. This is our biggest public event, our most important public-facing event of the school year. Our graduates are our crowning achievement, our community's crowning achievement, but especially our school and especially our teachers. And we have an obligation to run an orderly ceremony, and that requires about 200 students to practice and to rehearse. It's a joyous time, but to capture and marshal all that energy and attention is a good challenge. So we run through the ceremony a couple of different times. The first time that we do so is in the gym. We bring the bleachers out, we mock up how they'll sit on the field. We have a makeshift stage, a couple of podiums and microphones, and that's in an effort for when our biggest rehearsal, students have a framework to work from of the logistics and the unfolding of the commencement ceremony. As I said, our first rehearsal at the stadium for commencement will be Thursday, May 28th. And if you look here, the students will process for rehearsal as well as the commencement ceremony outside those double doors right there nearest me in single file line before processing into the stadium, just a few minutes shy of the commencement ceremony. 2 years ago, we added a feature that I think has been really neat and well received. Once again, think how busy graduation season is. There is this rush and this buildup, mostly joyous. Some can feel a little bit daunting, and we don't use time as our friend, meaning savor in some of those moments or those final moments with family and friends, because it all happens so quickly. So a big priority of mine personally is to do what I can to slow some of these moments down for students and for families. And what I mean by that, at the beginning of the ceremony, what I'd consider technically right before the ceremony and the pomp and circumstance music starts to play, is a single file procession line as the crowd has gathered and is starting to sit at attention, and to guide students around the track. The students process and they form a backdrop right in front of the visiting bleachers, really from end to end. And they have a moment where they can take in that whole scene. Conversely, parents and families and our guests have a moment where they can look at East Pennsboro area high school's graduating class. That's a picture in people's memories, and we want to try to provide these types of things and experiences for our students and our families and our whole school community. When the pomp and circumstance music starts to play, both sides of students take about 5 minutes and they walk around the sides of the track. When they're coming around the corner here and bundling up that nervous energy, they can maybe spot or point to their family members sitting in the stands. And once again, that image right there of seeing family and friends and loved ones may be burned into their memory in perpetuity. And conversely, family looking at their son or daughter or their student, brother or sister, granddaughter, grandson, coming around the track, that image might be imprinted in their memory in perpetuity. Once again, those are the types of little things that we try to pay attention to, and all on behalf of our students and our parents and our community. So students will process around the sides of the track. By that point, there are several district figures already on stage, including myself and our esteemed superintendent, Dr. Michael Robinson, as well as Mr. Rittner. And on the stage there is a really neat scene in that there are tables of about 200 leather-bound diploma covers. Really a tremendous symbol, once again, of their accomplishment. After the ceremony, students will walk into the high school gym. They'll walk into the school for the last time, although they won't be students anymore. They'll be graduates, donned in their cap and gown. And in there, Miss Davis has compiled a packet and a folder of all of their materials. The biggest of which is their high school diploma, which they can place in their leather-bound binder. They'll also receive in that packet a few other pieces of information. New this year too, students will receive a published copy of the graduation bulletin of that day, which depicts all of the graduates of the class of 2026, award winners, and various other sets of information. We have added that this year again as a feature on account of this moment should live in perpetuity, really in a classy way. Quick shout out to Miss Davis. She is the principal secretary. She's been here for about 10 years. She takes the lead on a lot of the clerical work for graduation. Behind the scenes, she will work to make sure students and families have the appropriate number of tickets. Throughout the year, she makes sure that cap and gowns are ordered and distributed, and there are numerous other functions that she attends to prepare for graduation behind the scenes that nobody knows about. I really want to express my appreciation to her for that. A few other people behind the scenes as well. I would consider Mr. Etter our director or coordinator of all of the facility matters, building and grounds related. He coordinates with school security so that we have staff available. Shout out to our school security staff. They're tremendous. Really appreciate what they do for sure. He also coordinates having an ambulance on scene just in case. He coordinates having water stations available should families and guests need that. Roping off different sections of the stadium. He's the first point of contact if something is not going quite right in the stadium. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Etter and the person who supports his efforts, Mrs. Paula Wadlinger. I want to give her a shout out as well. Final shout out, no, I have two shout outs. In terms of our technology, mostly our audio setup for that evening, Mr. Corey Davis is our district's technology coordinator. He is in charge of ordering the supplemental audio equipment, and he sits in the booth during commencement to play the appropriate music. Also want to give a huge shout out to our building and grounds crew. That crew is responsible, as I said, the beautiful athletic turf that we have here at our stadium. They're responsible for ordering the stage that we have, for down to the nitty-gritty of making sure both wooden podiums are transported out of the building and are set up on stage. They also paint some graphic art on the field. They'll depict our school logo and something about the class of 2026. Once again, and I don't think about this as I go about my daily responsibilities, but that's just another example of an attention to detail that we hope to attend to and provide here at East Pennsboro. So as I said, our last most formal rehearsal is on that Thursday afternoon. On Friday morning, we will rehearse to the extent that we have to. We'll practice our backdrop portrait once more. We'll process into our seats. We'll go through a pretty abbreviated version of the order of commencement, again, to the extent necessary. By that time, students they know the drill. They've gone through it 2 or 3 times now. And one thing that I tell them, again, amidst the joy that they're feeling, it will feel different that night. It will feel different with maybe 2,000 people in the stands. That will be their moment.
Just as there is a significant amount of work put into the graduation ceremony itself, students also will take the opportunity to decorate their caps, put a lot of creativity into it. They give a shout out to maybe their future plans as well as their memories here at East Pennsboro. And so we have several students who shared their design and a little bit what went into their creative outcomes.
working woman. I didn't have time to decorate it, but
You're working so hard.
Yeah, show the hat. Show the cap.
Oh yeah, you know what it is. Yeah. You're too busy saying. Don't get on the curb.
I loved watching that. I love seeing their creativity. I love the way that they can take something as kind of mundane as, oh, I'm going to this university, and make it kind of sparkle and pop and their own, which is very cool. On a very different note, we're now going to take a look at some interviews with our 3 graduation speakers this year. We have every year a speech from our class president, from our valedictorian, and then we as a faculty get the honor every year of choosing a faculty speaker. So let's take a look at what they had to say about their speeches they're going to give.
Thanks for doing this, guys. So, you guys get to give a speech at graduation. How do we feel about that?
Really nervous. I mean, yeah, like when he first told me, I was like, holy crap, like there's no way I'm doing this. But then it's like, I feel like once we get it written, it'll be better. But
I feel like I've only ever presented in front of like 20 people max.
Yeah.
So, small adjustment, I guess.
Yeah. So let's do this, just for the sake of the video. Let's introduce ourselves.
Okay, good. I'm Chelsea Hoover, and I was nominated to be the faculty honor speaker.
I'm Kylie Rowland, and I'm the senior class president.
I'm Peter Doan, I'm the valedictorian.
All right. So, how long have you known that this was going to be something that you're going to have to do? Or how long has it maybe been in your, on your radar? You've probably known for sure the longest, right?
Well, pretty much like when I found out I was going to be the class president, so, because I knew that was something they did, so.
You were elected president, so this has been on your radar for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you guys?
I think, well, I knew for sure, like, I think 2 weeks ago when they announced I was valedictorian, but I, like, an idea since junior year.
Right.
Since that's when, like, the reports came out and I was first.
Right. You're like, okay, this might be
I might have to give a speech.
Right.
I had no clue until last Monday.
Yeah. So what's funny, and maybe we'll throw a clip in, but on the other video that you're in, one of the questions that we asked some seniors, do you remember what the question was?
No.
There was a question that was, would you rather trip on stage or give a speech at graduation? This is before you knew
Okay.
that you were elected.
Would you rather give a speech at graduation or trip walking across the stage?
I'd rather give a speech.
And you were the first person to answer. You don't remember this.
No.
You were the first, you right away, you were like, oh, I'd totally give a speech.
Oh my God, I would switch my answer now. I'd rather trip.
Yeah, right? So it sounds like all 3 of you, last 2 weeks, basically, has been some form of trying to get a concept, get those ideas maybe to paper. What's your process been like?
So what's it called again? Our practice?
Yeah.
Our first practice was Thursday, and I only started working on Wednesday. And I think the first thing I had to do was get like a starting idea, and I had like no idea, so I just hopped on TikTok for an hour and watched every valedictorian speech.
Get some inspiration.
Yeah. Then I had after that, throughout the whole day, it took me about 8 hours to get 2 sentences done. And then I had to go home. We went to some event, some school event, I forgot what it was.
Was it the senior awards night? Yeah.
And so I came home at 9 o'clock. I had to restart working again. and it was a really rough night for writing.
Right. How about you guys?
I mean, he told me I had to do this like last Monday, and I was like, I have no clue. Like, it just needed to sink in first. And then I think on maybe like Wednesday or Thursday, I was just like, my college classes are over, and I didn't have to be at East Penn till like 1:15, so I was just staying up super late. And this one night, it was like 1 a.m., and I just like, the words were flowing.
Nice. You gotta capitalize when that's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of just, I don't know, kind of like I said earlier, I was kind of always just like drafting, but once I like actually got down to it, I kind of just like watched like different like speeches from like movies and stuff to like kind of get like some inspiration, like either like high school speeches like they actually gave in movies, or just kind of like speeches in general, like inspirational. But I don't know, I kind of just base it off of my own experiences and I don't know, a little bit of the inspiration too, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. So we're looking for inspiration. We're looking for what is it that I like when I see a speech, that maybe I want to emulate or whatever. What is it? I'm not sure how much direction you've gotten on this, but tell the people what is like, I don't know, like what you're supposed to do with the speech that you're giving, because they're not all the same, right? They each have their own kind of distinctives. Yeah. So, Peter, can we start with you? Like, what's the valedictorian supposed to do with the valedictorian speech?
So, I was told I was supposed to like write about myself a lot, and I wasn't really a big fan of that, so I didn't really do that as much as I probably should have. I talked more about the students in general.
What's the president's speech supposed to be?
So mine's more supposed to be about like the class in general and like stuff we've done together as a class. I'm kind of just trying to talk about the class in general and kind of just like we're supposed to keep it more so in like high school, like not so much like elementary or middle school, because like not everyone was with us throughout that whole time. So kind of just more so talking about like different people in the class, like their personalities, kind of like how much I've like learned about people, even through like just this year, not through like the whole time in high school. So.
All right, and what about yours? The faculty honors. Is this something that every school does, or is it
I don't think
unique to East
so.
Penn?
I think it's unique to East Penn. Like, I'm sure other schools do it, but I don't think it's like a standard. But I didn't know this like when I was writing my first draft. I did not know that it had to be like mainly about like the teachers and the faculty that like got us to where we are today. So I originally was talking more about like the memories we've shared together and just like how we've all grown and developed like these past 4 years together.
Sure.
And then I kind of found a way to like merge the teachers' influence in there. So I think now it's pretty good with merging that in.
So you get to say what's on your heart, what you want to say.
Yeah.
While doing the job.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
So my speech is mostly just about kind of like the value of life and how the fact that it's short is what makes it most meaningful, and that nothing you really do is ever going to matter unless you do it with the right like intentions and the right heart, and kind of just like how our experiences and how we live our lives like kind of lead us through making the most out of like our time.
Solid. Very cool.
So mine's kind of like when things go wrong, sometimes that makes for like the best memories and the funny stories. And when we take things too seriously when things go wrong, we often miss that. But then like on the flip side, sometimes when things go wrong, it can be like a big challenge. But then like how the teachers and the faculty here has like taught us how to overcome those challenges and how to be okay with failure sometimes, and then how to flip that back into success and learn from everything that goes wrong.
Awesome.
I think my speech was mostly about like just taking a moment to like look back and see like who's by your side, who's there for you, and just be thankful for that.
Yeah. Awesome. I want to wrap this up. What's a good closing question? On a scale 1 to 10, how nervous are you?
Oh, jeez. Like 11.
Probably the same. I'm so nervous for it.
Yeah, I'm the same. We'll give it 11.
Up there, definitely up
I mean,
there.
once we like
go through all the editing process, and then like all I have to do is just like stand there and read it, I think I'll be at like a 9. But
My hope is that, you know, on the day of, when you're there, sometimes the hardest part is just it's the anticipation, right? But that the day of, you'll, like you said, you'll have it, you'll know how it's gonna go, and then you just get to enjoy it, you know, and just embrace it, because it's a pretty awesome privilege to get to do this, you know, and I hope you appreciate it and just soak it in and enjoy it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We know those kids have put in a lot of work, a lot of preparation. They're going to do fantastic this evening. We can't wait to hear what they have to say and give a final send-off to the class of 2026. We're also now going to go right back to our roundtable as they reflect upon the teachers that made a difference in their lives.
Oh, you're up.
Yes.
Who was a teacher that made a big impact on you? I have my answer.
I have mine.
I feel like Miss Keys always like inspired me to be like a more positive like person. Like whenever I was in her room, like I felt like I just wanted to like smile and be happy all the time, because she just was like her, not to be like, or her aura was just so positive. But then I also feel like Mr. Wolmer had like a great impact with me, like his class discussions, like just like the way he is as a teacher. Like he's not the norm, but he's like better than the norm. And I feel like I was able to learn a lot in his class, and I just feel like, I don't know, like we had deep and meaningful conversations.
I would say Wilmer for mine. I had Wilmer for 3 years, and it was awesome.
You would love
but
it.
Like he literally like changed like the whole way like I thought about life and like really like went about it, and like just like talking to him and like his way of learning. Like honestly, I sucked at turning in assignments in this class, but he honestly taught me the most.
Yeah.
Like I learned the most in his class.
And I feel like you don't even realize till you look back on it and you're like, wow, like I have all this like knowledge.
Yeah. And like he's such a big part of that, and just striving, like pushing me to be like just a better person in general.
Mine's Mr. Todd. He just like he was kind of like a dad in the way that he like he was hard on me, like he pushed me, but then at the same time like when if I was having a bad day or something, like I could always go to him with like my issues and be like like ask for it. He always had advice, and then like even in the classroom, like he won't let you out unless you understand what he's talking about. Like if he calls on you in class, like you better know.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that taught me a lot about like going into college, like how I need to be like locked in a class, and like how to focus.
Yeah, I think it's funny and ironic because the stuff we're doing in his class now, half the time we're not doing anything, so it's like, but yeah, I would say
that was a physics 1 for sure.
Yeah, physics 1. I would say Keys and Talk, because Keys she was similar to you, and that was like cool to me. And it's like a happy.
Well, we were dating for anybody who doesn't know.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, we're dating.
Just saying it to you too, not
and just like
anybody.
it's like the positive atmosphere and just like how happy she was. It was just a cool class to be able.
And I feel like because of her attitude, like I was able to learn. Like I feel like I was like, oh, like I want to do good because she's so like passionate and fun.
Yeah.
And I think our class, we had the same class, and we had fun. Like the girls are fun.
Yeah, like I like when teachers like they're actually like happy and proud of you when you do good. And I feel like Keys was definitely like that.
And she just seems very like non-judgmental. Like I feel like you could absolutely like bomb a test, and she'd just be like,
"You'll get the next one."
Yeah.
That's true.
Like it was just a very safe environment.
Yeah. I would say Todd too, for like the same reason that you said, just like being able to have to lock into a class. Like it was definitely there was the most intense, like difficult moments in that class throughout the physics 1, not the physics 2, because the physics 2 hasn't been too bad.
And like there's only 5 of us, so like if one person's not there, like we can't even learn, because like there's only 4 people.
But definitely through physics 1 and just like having to really, that was probably the most challenge. I think the biggest challenge, like class-wise, we had up until that point, and that was like
it pushed you to actually like try hard in school.
Yeah.
That was really cool to hear. I love knowing that as a teacher and an educator, I'm more than just the instructor in the front of the room, that students build relationships with you, because you do build relationships with them as well, and then they move on and grow up, and that's what you want, but there's always that bittersweet when they leave. So that was pretty cool to see. We have one final thing for you all. It's our senior slideshow. Our seniors put this together every year, and it's one final look at the class of 2026, and this is probably my favorite part of the whole night. Enjoy.
All right, rolling. Happy graduation.
All right, happy graduation.
It's nice.
We did it!
You were a child, crawling on your knees, drink you spilled all over me. Lovers spit left on repeat. My mom and dad let me stay home. It drives you crazy getting old. We can talk it so good, we can make it so divine. We can talk it good, how you wish it would be all the time. The drink you spill all over me, lovers spit left on repeat. Mom and dad let me stay home, it drives you crazy getting home. The drink you spill all over me, lovers spit left on repeat. Mom and dad let me stay home, it drives you crazy getting home. This dream isn't feeling sweet. We're reeling through the midnight streets.
And don't give me that look. Don't think you're getting at us by being cute.
You
Well, why
used
you
to
handing
call
me
me
this? What
on
is this,
my-
more trash?
You used to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, this is very nice.
You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you. Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Oh, is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now? I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now?
Hi, senior class, Mr. Baker. Just wanted to wish you guys the best of luck as you go beyond East Pennsboro. You are just a few days away from graduating. If I have one piece of advice, it would just be, when at all possible, try to leave the room a little bit better than you found it. Try to be an individual that sees what the room needs compared to always having the best ideas or necessarily needing to be the brightest star within the room that you're in. Otherwise, you guys are going to do great. It's been a pleasure teaching you. I appreciate the opportunity, and congratulations on graduating.
All right, congratulations, class of 2026. This time may feel surreal, exciting, maybe even a little bittersweet. Know that we are so proud of all that you've accomplished to get to this point. And if I could leave you with a little bit of encouragement, I would say live your life intentionally without regret, and never ever stop asking questions, because that's how you learn. So much love.
Congratulations, class of 2026. I'm so proud of you. You've worked hard, you've done all the hard things. Remember to be kind, be great, and don't forget that we love you.
All right, senior class. Those of you who have me for physics, you know that one of the biggest concepts we talk about are what Newton has to say about the world in general, and that is, firstly, he says that change isn't something that's very natural. And then secondly, he says it requires a considerable amount of force to make something change. And you guys are about to experience that. Like, life is going to be changing for you pretty rapidly. This is a pretty dynamic time in your life, so I'm hoping that you guys all have the force or the wherewithal to make those changes and just live the best life you can.
Took my love, took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too.
Because I know there are people who say all these things don't happen. And there are people who forget what it's like to be 16 when they turn 17. I know these will all be stories someday, and our pictures will become old photographs. We'll all become somebody's mom or dad. But right now, these moments are not stories. This is happening. I can see it. There's one moment when you know you're not a sad story. You are alive. And you stand up and see the light.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We interrupted the end of the senior slideshow to bring you live to Graduation 2026, East Pennsboro Area High School, class of 2026, is entering the stadium now. Enjoy this presentation by EP Media.
There's no sound.
Oh, I hear it now.
Test.
Now we're good.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the East Pennsboro School Board, I would like to welcome you to the 2026 East Pennsboro graduation ceremony. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Harold Rittner, and I am the East Pennsboro School Board President, and I am honored to be standing in front of you today to participate in this special occasion with this outstanding 2026 senior class. First, I'd like to thank all of the parents, grandparents, guardians, relatives, and friends of this exceptional group of young men and women. Without your love, guidance, moral compass, and patience, this event really could not have taken place, so thank you. Second, I'd like to thank from the entire school board, Dr. Robinson, Dr. Price, Dr. Bianchi, and the administration staff, the professional staff, and the support staff. Their main mission is to educate our children and prepare them for the next level in their lives, essentially helping them become productive members of our society. I believe this team has successfully completed that mission with flying colors, and the evidence will be seated in front of you shortly. Lastly, following the conclusion of the student session, I would ask that you remain standing for the presentation of colors by our own Navy Junior ROTC cadets and the singing of our national anthem. Again, thank you for your attention, and please enjoy the ceremony celebrating our senior class of 2026. Good evening, everyone. Would you please rise for the presentation of the colors, the performance of our national anthem, followed by our school's alma mater.
Proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? You may be seated.
Good evening. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Kylie Rowland, and yes, I am standing on a step stool so that I can see over the podium. But more importantly, I have the privilege of being the class president for the class of 2026. Gravestones. Not quite the first G word you think of at your high school graduation, but one I'd argue is much more powerful. Now, I promise I'm not going to stand up here and talk about your grim futures. In fact, I hope to do the quite opposite. Last year, I was part of a leadership program for the juniors in the area, and I was asked a very interesting question by a man named Donovan Lindsay. What is the most important thing on your gravestone? Take a second to think about that. Some of you may say it's your name, your birthday, or maybe the day that you leave this earth. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're all wrong. To answer the question, it's that little tiny space between the day that you were born and the day that you die. Now I bet you're wondering how something so small and seemingly unnecessary makes that big of a difference. That is your dash, the time when you live. The thing about life is that it doesn't last forever. That's what makes it so precious, and that is what your dash is all about. That little line on your headstone that you will never see represents all the moments you have experienced, all the people you have touched, and all the differences you have made. It also represents your vast futures, everything you will work for, and all that you will continue to accomplish throughout your time on this earth. I know that sounds so far away, but really it isn't. I mean, we're graduating today. That's only one out of hundreds of important milestones you're supposed to achieve. Scary, right? But the awesome thing about the future is that it starts right now. If you asked me 13 years ago when I started kindergarten what I wanted to be when I grew up, my answer would be very different from today, and yours probably would be too. And while being an astronaut or maybe a fairy princess would still be cool, maybe it's no longer what you really want. Maybe you don't even know what you want yet, and that's okay too. But no matter what you want to do, I want you to think about who you want to be. That is what life is all about. One of my favorite quotes is from Cheryl Lee Ralph when she accepted her first Critics' Choice Awards. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. We spend so many years stressing about our assignments, our grades, what shoes to wear, what people to hang out with, and how we're going to get through these 4 years of our lives that are so brief and microscopic in the long run. And as I look out at this crowd, my classmates who believed I should be their collective voice, all I can think about is how much I didn't know about them. I have learned so much about these kids that I thought I understood perfectly for most of my life. Turns out they're full of surprises. When I had to wake up at 5 a.m. to pick up coffees and donuts for senior sunrise, I was shocked to see people arrive before I did. I didn't even think it was possible for some of you to be up before 7 a.m. During many unofficial senior activities, which I cannot name at this time, I grew to know the personalities, passions, and hearts of my peers. Even at senior sunset, as I looked around at the people who took the time to show up and have fun, I saw just how much potential these bright stars have to offer the world. The most important thing I've learned during my time here, however, has nothing to do with anything carved in stone. It's that it doesn't matter what job you'll have or how much money you think you'll make. It honestly doesn't. I want you to pick one thing that you want to do when you leave the stadium today and start the rest of your lives. Hug your mom. Smile at someone you don't know. Call an old friend and tell them you miss them. It's so corny to say, but if you can choose to be anything, you should choose to be kind. Nothing you do will matter if you aren't, and I promise you, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. It's truly contagious, and I hope you can spread it to as many people as possible. Before I close, I want to mention 5 girls in particular in our class that have changed my lives forever. Noelle Bieber, Addison Barrett, Lainey Farkas, Jessica Dang, and Nat Tran have the kindest, bravest, most beautiful hearts out of anyone I have ever met or will ever meet on this whole planet. Every day, I try to be as generous as Lainey, as bold as Nat, as brilliant as Addie, as confident as Jess, and as ambitious as Noelle. They represent the best in all of us, and they inspire me to be the best version of myself always. I can't thank this class enough for having the faith in me as a leader and trusting me to eventually stand up here and represent our class. I know you all won't remember this speech in 5 years, or probably even tomorrow, but if there's anything you can take away from what I've just said, I want to remind you to make your dashes count. Don't let something so little become just that. Take every moment, seize every opportunity, and make every single one of them count. As Noah Centineo famously said, it matters not what you've done, but what you do with what you've done for others. And one more thing. Everyone say cheese. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it!
Good evening, faculty, families, and most importantly, the East Penn class of 2026. My name is Peter Doan, and I'm the valedictorian. I was told to open with a quote or a joke, but since ChatGPT is blocked on the school Wi-Fi, I'll just start. 13 years is a long time, long enough that most of us probably can't remember what the first day of kindergarten actually felt like, but short enough that somehow still feels like it just happened. We went from learning how to read to sitting here tonight, and somewhere in the middle of all of that, without really noticing, we grew up. And now that it's actually here, I find myself thinking less about where we're all going next, and more about how we got to this point. Because I don't think any of us got here alone. My mom and dad had a life in Vietnam before this one. A degree, a career, friends they've known for years, a place where they knew exactly who they were and where they stood. They both had something real, something they had spent years building. And they left all of it behind. They came to a country where their credentials didn't transfer, where the language was different, where they had to start completely over. Not because they had nothing to lose, but because what they believed they could give me here was worth more than everything they were leaving behind. That decision was about my brother and me before we even existed. Everything I have is built on top of what they gave up. I now want to dedicate a few words to the most important people in my life. Ba mẹ ơi, con yêu ba mẹ nhiều lắm. Con có được ngày hôm nay là nhờ ba mẹ. Con cảm ơn ba mẹ. Dad and Mom, I love you very much. I owe all of it to you. Thank you. When I look around this room, I don't think I'm the only one carrying my family's sacrifices. The details are different for everyone here, but I think all of us can point to someone who gave something real so that we could be sitting in these seats tonight. Someone who made a hard choice and didn't ask us to thank them for it. And it wasn't only our families. Think about Senior Rice walking into class every single morning with more energy than any of us could explain. Or Mr. Baker teaching with zero hints of sarcasm and such infectious enthusiasm. Think about the teachers who noticed when something was off, who stayed after, who cared about us beyond what we turned in. We didn't get through this place alone either. So before we walk out of here and the paths start splitting, I want to ask one thing. Take a real moment tonight, not just a general grateful feeling, but one specific moment. Think of the people who actually carried you through something. Think of what they gave up so you could be here. We are very good at moving forward, but we aren't always as good at stopping to recognize what made moving forward possible. The tests, the deadlines, the grades, those aren't what we'll remember. We'll remember the people. And this is the last night we'll all be in the same place like this. So tonight, celebrate the achievements, celebrate each other, and don't forget the people who made this moment possible. Congratulations, class of 2026.
After approximately 720 days of high school, 4,300 hours spent in the classroom, 400 tests and quizzes, 48 football games, and 24 report cards, we made it to the final event of high school, an event that only happens once, graduation. We never truly realized how fast high school flew by until this moment right now. Most of us probably sit here today with some worries about what's ahead, but with a lot of excitement about what the future holds for us. For the past 4 years, this building has been much more than somewhere to learn. It has been a place where we have built lifelong friendships, created memories we will still talk about years from now, and grown into people we never expected to become. Our stories are constantly being written. Our stories are all vastly different, as some contain chapters of growth, chapters of setbacks, chapters of success, and chapters of failures. Yet all of our stories share a lot of the same pages throughout the last decade of our lives. Each person here today played some role in shaping our lives, and although we might not realize it now, it's such a privilege that we got to share so many special moments together throughout our time here. I'm sure many of you will agree with me when I say this, but I truly believe that the best memories we created here are the ones that felt ordinary in the moment. Stressing over Murray's biotests, doing Mulhauser's never-ending packets, walking up the hill to the middle school in the middle of winter just to go swimming, and the late-night bus rides home from away sporting events. In the moment, these days and experiences felt so small, but in the grand scheme of things, these moments are what knit our stories together and what we will look back on someday and tell our kids about. When we take life too seriously, we often miss the value in those small moments. Many of us always want everything to go perfectly, but sometimes things are going to go wrong, and that is what will make for a great story someday. Throughout our time together at East Pennsboro, there are endless, unforgettable stories that only happened because of things going wrong. For example, Miss Roeder's Earth Science class breaking a mercury thermometer, the Bunsen burners stinking up the science hallway, and even Jess dropping her phone in the pool. For me personally, and I'm sure many of my friends here will agree, but one of the best stories that we shared together this year was when Ashlyn, Riley, Emily, and I decided to go on a hike. Yes, 4 girls, 0 outdoors experience, on a hike in the middle of nature. As we were walking down the path, after much complaining on the way up, I realized that Emily was about to step directly on a snake. And if any of you know Emily, you know how real her fear of snakes is. She's had nightmares about snakes. Before I could even get the words out to warn her, she noticed, screamed at the top of her lungs, and sprinted down the path away from us. Now I was left with Ashlyn and Riley, trying to get them to walk past the snake. And you all can only imagine what that struggle was like. I'm sure all of you have memories with your friends like this hike, and I'm even more sure that what made it so special was things not going perfectly to plan. So my biggest piece of advice to our class is to laugh when things go wrong, lean on your friends, and enjoy life every step of the way, even if you step on a snake. The snake fiasco became even funnier the next week at school when we got to retell the story to our teachers, specifically Mr. Baker, one of the most outdoorsy people we know. Although he would never admit it, he found it hilarious. But I think that says something really special about East Penn. It shows that we have teachers who care about us far beyond homework and grades. They laughed with us, they noticed when we were struggling, they celebrated our victories, and they were hard on us when we needed to hear it. But most importantly, they're sending us out into the world as much better people than when we first came into their classrooms. I could stand up here and tell you what our teachers mean to me, but I thought it would be even more impactful to hear the voices of other students, students whose lives were quietly changed by our educators every day. So I asked other people in our class for one word to describe these 2 teachers. Mrs. Keys, enthusiastic, kind, thoughtful, genuine, and patient. Mr. Todd, caring, wise, supportive, and passionate. To all the teachers here today, thank you for the little things. Thank you for showing up to our sporting events. Thank you for listening when we needed to talk. And thank you for repeating directions 5 times because we weren't listening. And thank you for pushing us to achieve things that we never imagined were impossible. We are now turning a page and stepping into a new chapter of our lives, hopefully one with no snakes. Our stories will continue on in different directions, but it is important that no matter how far apart the plots of our stories take us, we always realize the connections we made in this chapter of our lives. As we walk across this stage and go our separate ways, may we never forget the bond we've built since that very first day at East Pennsboro, whether it was in kindergarten or whenever you joined us along the way. On behalf of the class of 2026, I would like to thank everyone who contributed to our stories and got us to where we are today. To our parents, coaches, teachers, administrators, and families, thank you for the lessons, the encouragement, and the challenges you helped us overcome. And to the East Pennsboro community, thank you for playing such a vital role in raising us and inspiring us to go out into the world and make a difference. You have shown us that wherever life takes us, we will always have a place in East Pennsboro to call home. Thank you.
Good evening. It's my honor and my privilege to serve in the role of the superintendent at East Pennsboro. Each day I have a unique opportunity to work with a great team of educators in a great community with great families, and today we get to celebrate simply the best graduates. My comments tonight will be brief because I believe our graduates need time with their close friends and families simply to take advantage of the attention they rightfully deserve. First of all, to our parents and family members, I'm sure you have vivid memories of the first day you sent your child to school. Taking those photos, you're filled with emotion, that emotion that you get from separating from your babies for the first time. Your little ones came to us with those backpacks that didn't fit. They struggled to step on that big yellow bus, and at times they couldn't make it through the day without a nap. As a father of 5 children, I've been in your seat. And I vividly recall the emotions of not only sending a child to school for the first time, but then also that wave of emotion that you have right now because your kindergartner just became a graduate in the blink of an eye. Parents and family members, as you sit here and the emotions are stirring, please take great pride in the job well done. On behalf of the staff, I want to thank you for the sacrifice and the support for your children, along with the partnership that you made with our school district. To the staff, thank you for the dedication to this class. We have more than 300 employees here at East Pennsboro that show up every day, and they're responsible in some way to ensure the safety, well-being, and academic development of these students. They're making a lasting impression on your kids. I've personally met one-on-one with every senior for the last 4 years, over 800 kids, and each one has told me how endearing the staff is to them. Graduates, please know that the staff here at East Pennsboro takes great pride in the accomplishment today simply because this job matters. It's extremely purposeful. We have people that are committed to developing these young people in front of us. So thank you to the staff. Finally, the graduates. Many of you have faced failure, disappointment, academic pressure, personal struggles, and trials. They've tested your resolve. Yet through it all, you continue moving forward with perseverance and determination to reach this day. What a remarkable achievement. Whatever life takes you, wherever it goes, challenges and trials will always be there. Trials are never easy, but they all have a purpose. My advice to you as you move forward in life is to embrace your trials as opportunities. Face them with joy. This is one of life's greatest paradoxes, to count it all as joy when we face trials. I know that statement can be difficult to understand and even harder to accept, but challenges, while difficult, often produce our greatest perseverance, maturity, wisdom, strength, and ultimately develop your character. The resilience and strength you have developed during your years here at East Pennsboro will guide you beyond this graduation stage. Class of 2026, please accept my congratulations on your outstanding achievement. On behalf of the district, we're proud of you, we believe in you, and we look forward to all of your accomplishments in the future. Well done.
Good evening. My name is Dan Peck, an assistant principal here at East Pennsboro Area Senior High School, and I am joined by my fellow assistant principal, Mr. Larry Locker. Mr. Locker and I work directly with many of our students, and let me say, we have outstanding students here at East Pennsboro. At this time, as is tradition, we would like to recognize some of our seniors. A full list of awards and recognitions can be found in your program. The following students have or will enlist in the United States military: Army, Ian Anders and Clarissa Coleman. Please rise. Air National Guard, Emma Babson, Lily Costal, and Mason Grisella. Please rise and be recognized. Thank you. Students, if you plan to pursue a career in teaching, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. We need outstanding teachers. If you graduated from the Cumberland Perry Area Career and Technical School, please stand to be recognized. Thank you.
And at this time, will the top 20 in the graduating class according to their GPA please stand? Thank you. The salutatorian of the class of 2026 is Vanessa Esslinger. And you already heard from our valedictorian, class of 2026, Peter Doan. At East Pennsboro, we encourage students to get involved in various groups and activities. We feel strongly that this helps promote academic achievement as well as a sense of purpose and connection to our school, fellow students, and our staff. At this time, we would like to recognize students who have participated in and spearheaded school-wide initiatives and activities that have positively influenced our school environment. Please stand if you have participated in student council. Where are our student council? They're humble people, oh my word. All right, let's give them a round of applause anyway. If you've participated in the Character Education Committee, please stand. Thank you. And then finally, please stand if you participated in our Link Crew program. Thank you very much. And finally, the flowers on the stage this evening, currently knocked over, are in memory of those we've lost or those who could not be with us this evening. Just know that they're in our thoughts and our hearts this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Peck and Mr. Locker. Thank you to everybody. It is my distinct honor here this evening to recognize the East Pennsboro Area High School Class of 2026. While there are never enough thank yous to go around, I do want to first thank sincerely and echo Dr. Robinson's sentiments, as well as many of our student speakers, our parents, our families, the friends here tonight, community members whose support has helped guide our graduates to this defining moment. We're also grateful to our local first responders and municipal workers for joining us tonight. Our fire departments are not only hoisting the nation's colors, their presence here tonight is a symbol of the community's support for our school and for our students. And additionally, please join me in thanking sincerely our faculty, our staff, our counselors, assistant principals, district administration as well, and all of our school board members for their unwavering commitment to our students. Most of all, and the reason we're here tonight, thank you to our graduates for all you have done to leave behind a strong legacy. It's difficult, of course, to capture the spirit or the essence of an entire senior class, but somebody did just that. And I've shared this a few times. Some of you have heard it already. But recently, a retired educator who has spent much of the year with us, serving in a temporary teaching capacity, boiled her perception of our school and our students down into a singular word: lovely. Just lovely, she says. And that's not a word that would come to my mind, I'm going to be honest with you. It's a great word, but let's think of that word lovely and what it stands for. Delightful, pleasant, earnest. Class of 2026, in a world where you should be anything that you want to be, perhaps you should strive to be lovely. Just follow me here for a moment. Being lovely allows you to take in each day and notice the good in what's around you. For this, I share a tale of a lovely individual, one that many here are familiar with. Please consider the character Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. If you're familiar with the story, one brought to life so vividly and professionally in this year's spring musical, you know that Dorothy was the most influential character of the story. Yes, she transformed Oz by rooting out the big bad wizard, but she changed the world with her manner one person at a time, by being, well, lovely. Here's something that you may not know about The Wizard of Oz. In fact, for those familiar with the 1939 film, you can picture Dorothy's ruby red slippers. But did you know that the film was based on a book written in 1900 entitled The Wonderful Wizard of Oz? Does anybody know what color Dorothy's slippers were in the book? They were not red, they were silver. Does anybody know why they were silver? Does anybody know why they were red? They were red solely to take advantage of the technology of the time with color cinematography. Yeah, all right, there we go. So in the book they're silver, right? Well, why? See, while Frank Baum never overtly expressed it, the book is commonly understood to be an allegory, a symbol for what was happening in American life at the turn of the last century. Those silver slippers symbolize the free silver movement, an effort to back the American currency with precious silver, not gold. And at the time, the amount of paper money in circulation was based on the gold standard. Hence, the yellow brick road symbolized the gold standard. Now, I said bear with me, keep bearing with me a little bit here. Adding silver to the backing of the currency would have inflated the money supply in a time of concern about cost of living. On the part of the populace, which is a group of Midwestern farmers who felt left behind from the rapidly sprawling urban and industrial society. So how about the scarecrow? What does the scarecrow represent? It symbolizes the American farmer. Some in society looked down on the common farmer and went so far to assume that that Midwestern farmer didn't have the brains to participate in the new urban industrial American project. But it was those folks who led a charge of reform that culminated in the era of the First World War. Closing shortly here, what about the Tin Man? The Tin Man represented industrial worker, thought to be tied to the machine in the factory floor. What about the Cowardly Lion? He symbolized William Jennings Bryan, who ran for president 3 times, though lost each time, said to lose the courage to run for office. So there's 2 morals of the story, an odd story and a tale admittedly, but a commonly understood allegory in American life. How often do we go about our lives and miss things right in front of us? Hear people but maybe don't listen. Consumed by the noise around us. It's natural. And as you may have been watching the musical this year, unfold a history lesson right in front of your eyes. More to the point, the second moral to the story, let's return to Dorothy. What did she represent in the book? I'm getting there, Blake. She symbolized an ordinary person. Young, decent, industrious, curious, practical, finding herself like our graduates here this evening. She does big things with kindness, practicality, and the best of intentions for others. And at the end of the day, Blake, isn't Dorothy just lovely? To the members of the class of 2026, as you age and accomplish all of your dreams, wherever you may be, know that you can tap your shoes and say there's no place like home, because there's no place like East Pennsboro, Pennsylvania, and you'll always have a home and are welcome back here in your high school. So in a world where you can be anything, Blake, aspire to be lovely. All right. All right, at this time, I ask Dr. Michael Robinson, Superintendent of the East Pennsboro Area School District, to join me for the certification of the graduates.
Graduates, please stand. Dr. Bianchi, has the class of 2026 met the requirements of graduation set forth by the East Pennsboro Area School District?
Dr. Robinson, 202 students have met all the requirements for graduation.
As the Superintendent of Schools of East Pennsboro Area School District and by the power vested by me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby certify these students have satisfied the necessary graduation requirements of the East Pennsboro Area School District. Congratulations. Graduates, it's my honor. Graduates of 2026, you may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.
Graduates, you can be seated. We'll begin roll call for the diploma presentation. As a result of a senior class vote, this year's roll call will be conducted by Mrs. Ann Watring and Mr. Rhett Baker. As this is a joyous occasion, we have rehearsed for the moment, and we would appreciate you holding applause for the conclusion of roll call at the end of each row. At this time, students in the first row may stand and process to the back of the stage to commence roll call.
Peter Doan.
Kylie Rowland.
Veer Chaudhry.
Chelsea Hoover.
Tyler Comrie.
Emily Beitelman.
Foon Ong.
Grace Livingston.
Hannah Gerchik.
Riley Falk.
Elliot Brune.
Ashlyn Bryziak.
Turner Barlup.
Kylie Chest.
Landon Albright.
Ready? Kaylin Benoist.
Christian Harter.
Ella Miller.
Mason Poventude.
Abigail Orris.
Brogan Barlup.
Keely Barrett.
Ryan Potts.
Madeline Corkery.
Benjamin Morris.
Jalen Fry.
Ryan Seibert.
Jordan Fry.
Blake Pazda.
Chloe Panagakis.
Hayden Lay.
Abir El Mafdi.
William McCluskey.
Gracie Barter.
Ian Dawson.
Ryan Hammaker.
Tyler Nematka.
Riley Miguero.
Nathan Payne. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Thank you.
Violet Pressel.
Noor Ahmad.
Callie-Ann Murillo.
Krushi Kant.
Jayla Rodriguez.
Raj Kalodia.
Ariana Alexander.
Justice Almighty.
Amisha O'Derry.
Rylan Bangert.
Mackenzie Cecil.
Jax Bauer.
Gracie Miller.
Nathan Bio.
Lexus Hamilton.
Aiden Bressler.
Vanessa Esslinger.
Ross Purdy II.
Shushan Ling.
Alexander Barrero.
Nitya Vora.
Emmanuel Rivera.
Omema Jarf.
Majwega Dumba.
Rihanna Candelario Gonzalez.
Mason Grasala.
Jocelyn Haley.
Landon Drum.
Ayman Ahmed.
Tyler Barr.
Veronica White.
Kevin Hernandez de Jesus.
Cecilia Perella Cavaliers.
Christian Amilcar.
Lily Costal.
Joey Cuevas.
Emma Babson.
Brian Hernandez Reyes.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Thank you.
Ariel Gonzalez Luzon.
Addison Bean.
Christopher Sanchez.
Natalie Pinty.
Muaz Ali.
Catherine Wise.
Aiden Davalos Martinez.
Clarissa Coleman.
Damian Klauser.
Mael Cornelius.
Samuel Cruz Gomez.
Hannah Daimler.
Christian Cruz Gomez.
Lydia Minnick.
Ruben Gonzalez.
Aramide Kafo.
Jaden Oliver.
Emma Buckland.
Devlin Hipple.
Gianna Boyd.
Emmett Metallo.
Kylie Allman.
Benjamin Hunsicker.
Julia Salvador.
Levi Grinaway.
Gabriella Jovich.
Joseph Moran.
Jess Dang.
Connor Corbett.
Hannah Turner.
JJ Knobla.
Paige Tillman.
Amori Dennis.
Gabrielle Sanders.
Elijah Harris.
Sophia Scheich.
Chase Newman.
Sophia Reynolds.
Devin Maines.
Alyssa Briner.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Thank you.
Riley Yorick.
Giovanni De Jesus Gilreath.
Ashley Miller.
Eric Foster Jr.
Lauren Stupp.
Cade Pearson.
Addison Barrett.
Brock Schaefer.
Tiffany Wynn.
Jaron Pierce.
Noelle Bieber.
Izu Kerr.
Sarah Zorgani.
Lucas Roman.
Samantha Pierce.
Thomas McMichael.
Lainey Farkas.
Jackson Karkidi.
Dewani Vakani.
Nixon Love.
Sangeeta Tamang.
Trent Miner.
Olivia DeYoung.
Brady Gelb.
Felicity Shagwidden.
Morgan Miller.
Ari Dacey.
Ian Ongst.
Kennedy Miller.
Tyler Case.
Nix Lewis.
Gavin Miller.
Madeline White.
Omar Gertch.
Haley Marshall.
Aiden Levitt.
Umulher Ahmed.
Lucas Schaefer.
Shafia Noreen.
Manav Darji.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Thank you.
Raja Adam.
Alu Wademilade Aji Barisha.
Maverick Agby.
Jada Sulo. Sorry, Jada.
Zinedine Awad.
Holly Kurtz.
Benjamin Duncan.
Alex Mariani.
Connor Hacker.
Manel Amadei.
Julian Rutherford.
Ariana John Hartman.
Tayden Good.
Haley Dubinsky.
Chase Dupe.
Angel Carson.
Arjun Tamang.
Ainsley Euler.
Rodrigo Socla Calvo.
Gurmahek Coley.
Enoch Kim.
Harmony Ramos.
Jonas Ulliman.
Nat Tran.
Ian Anders.
Autumn Roush.
Calvin Huang.
Hannah Doherty.
Trevor Kuhn.
Jasmine Luke.
Jaden Hilton.
Gabriella Wood.
Blake Michael.
Zandra Daisy Walker.
Austin Tates. Connor Yo. Blake Tilden. Dylan Casey. Tyler Westhafer. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Thank you.
All right, everybody, there's great energy in the stadium. There has been all night. Maybe sometimes a little too much, but that's okay. Let's marshal it right now in one last effort. Let's have everybody rise. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the East Pennsboro Area High School Class of 2026.